So the economics of a digital asset, what we call the tokenomics, are how a token works economically, and they can drastically affect an investor's fortunes. Could we provide any best practices at this stage for tokenomics for investors, as well as the entrepreneurs who are creating these tokens?
When I think about tokenomics and best practices, again, I think about disclosure and transparency. The people who are developing a project need to be very transparent about what the tokenomics are. How many tokens are there now? How many are there going to be? How many do the promoters have? What are they planning to do with them? I think where we've seen some issues have been with people who have taken advantage of the lack of clarity. And sometimes the promoter makes off with a lot of money and leaves everyone else holding a valueless token. And so those are the kinds of things I think people need to be thinking about. There should be clarity around what the tokenomics are. And if people don't understand that, they should be asking questions. That's something that, sometimes spelled out in a white paper, but you have to make sure that the white paper matches what the actual code says, and trying to get a view into that can really be helpful in understanding a project.
So once again, as investors demanding transparency, and as entrepreneurs or project owners doing your best to provide that transparency.
Yeah, that's a good general lesson that isn't limited to just crypto. If you're putting your money into something, ask questions. If you don't get answers, run away. If you're wanting to raise money from people and you're not willing to give them information, then you should expect them to run away. So, this is part of the way that the system works. And I think part of the reason that the securities laws have been around for as long as they have, they're based on this pretty basic premise that when you take money from someone, you need to explain what it is you plan to do with that money, and you need to be truthful about what you say when you're explaining what you plan to do with that money.